Hello YouTubers, we're here again. Today we're on Easington Beach. The slip lane is just up there where you get down on the slipway. I've got Glyn and Dave there, and I've got Stuart down there. He's having a couple of practice casts. We're fishing 10 well 4 on the diawa. So we'll see what happens today. It's £2,000 for the biggest fish, and the beach is absolutely rammed. As far as you can see both ways, it's rammed. It's like Biv City. Everywhere you look, there's 5 there, just on their own, within spitting distance. But yeah, there's Alfie at the top, there's Glyn, and then there's Dave. So yeah, we'll give it a go, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody else again. I got no end of subscribers last week for that Doreen Dalton Open. I had literally 2 an hour for 24 hours. I had 55 new subscribers at the end of the weekend. Were absolutely phenomenal. So I've gone up from 240 to 316 altogether now. Absolutely brilliant. I never thought I'd get past 10, but you keep surprising me. So what's he doing? Yeah, we'll fish this. It starts at 10 o'clock, it's now 8:30. We've been here since 4 o'clock this morning to get a place on beach. It's absolutely rammed both ways as far as you can see, all the way down there. Gary Wilkinson's down there with Codfathers near that end of caravan there, that white caravan. Don't know if I've got the right one there, but he's down there. So yeah, I'll go and see him later on. We'll have a drinking club. Yeah, John Levo were down earlier on last night. He were fishing it. There were big haddock coming out and coddling up to £4. So we'll see what happens today. Anything else happens, we'll get back to you. See you in a bit. Right, while we're waiting, quick rundown of the rod again. It's the Achios Hellraiser SS42 Procast 420, and I can get you in shot. And I'm using a Pen 515 Mag 3, and on the business end I've got a pulley panel with a black lug and a 6-ounce lead. And we'll see what that does. With that, it's not actually fastened to the hook. It's got a paper clip wrapped around the shank out through the eye, and it's bent up that way and that way. It's twisted around the shank, and then that is impaled onto it and just bound on, so that all the hook is actually free. And we'll see what that does. Used to do it years ago, but I thought, why not? We'll give it a go. Right, it's 9:45. We can start fishing at 10 o'clock, but that little bit of water there needs to deepen up a bit. It's about another hour before that wave comes over that sandbank and fills this gully right up. It's full down there. That bit there is quite deep, but this here, it's only, I don't know, about 2 foot, 2'6", maybe 3 foot in places. Stuart's just put a spike in water down there. There's a spike up there somewhere, so you can tell how deep it's getting. So yeah, about 15 minutes. I can't even wade across there because it's too deep to wade across. So unless there's anything in there, I might just drop a lead at deepest part and see if out comes crawling round it. Because last night they were pulling little haddocks and little codling out of that gully. So, like I said, we'll give it a go and see what comes out. Right, we'll get back to you. Right, because we didn't know about this gully before we got here, I can't get across there, so I've dropped one 3/4 of the way across there. That's about 30 foot wide now, and it's about 3-4 foot deep in the middle, and I'm 3/4 of the way across it. So I've put it there. Anything swimming up and down that gully now, it's got 3 black lug to go at. And Glenn at side of me, he's just dropped one in halfway. So we're in for fishing. Need about another half an hour before that waves come over that sandbank and fill this in completely. And then I can do a long cast out to where that white water is now out there. So yeah, I can hit about 150 yards. So that's about 100 yards to edge at waves there. So like I say, 150 yards will put me 50 yards into water. But when it gets over here, the fish should follow it in. Hopefully. Get that back on the end of the rod just in case. You never know what's patrolling up and down this gully. Like I said, there could be some little haddocks, there could be a bass, could even be a little cod knocking about up and down there. And I've got 3 nice gullies bent in half and whipped onto an hook. So we'll see. You can only put a lead in the water and find out. Like I said, once that sandbank's covered up and we start getting a bit of depth of water over there, I'll put one at range straight over and out. I can fish the backside of that sandbank there then. But it does look bassy. I keep saying it down here, and it does. Even Glenn said it looked bassy. That's from a man that doesn't know what bassy is yet. We haven't taught him that. He's just bought himself a new rod. He's come up with an Achios FX 450, and he's got the FX8 reel to go with it. It's a lovely rod and reel. He had a cast with it and it got tangled, so I said, give it here, let's have a cast, and I cast it out and it pinged right onto its stop knot, onto spool. I emptied it completely. Absolutely brilliant run. But yeah, You can't even empty my own reel, but it is not a problem. One good hard swing and launched it into the blue yonder out there, and it just zipped away and just went ping right on spool. Hiya. Oh, Stuart having fun out there, look. He's wading out onto the sandbank and it's literally up to his groin. So yeah, like I say, if there's out patrolling up and down there now, we should pick one up. Put that back on rod end so you can see it. All we want now is a little rattle. It's just started breaking up at sandbank to my right, but I'm on a raised bit here, so it's going to take a little bit longer. Well, when we got here this morning, it was absolutely bitter cold. It was that cold I've actually put a hat on to keep my head warm. But now the sun's come out and it's quite pleasant. It's really nice just to sit out on the beach. Might even take my hat off now because my head's sweating. There. Yeah, it'll not be long now. It's coming. The sandbank to my right has completely gone now. It's under about 4 inches of water, and it's just started to climb over here now. It'll not be long. Another half an hour we'll have some depth of water in front of us. We can start banging it out over there towards that white water. Hey? Where? I haven't seen none. Oh, aye. Yeah, Dave's got a load, hasn't he? Yeah, Dave's just pulled a crap load of weed out on his line. Right. Stuart's just done what I said I'm going to do. He's cast out from this bank in here over the sandbank, and he's put it 30 yards just other side of that white water. He's a good caster, is Stuart. 250, 275 every time. Absolutely amazing it is to watch. He winds it up effortlessly and then just flings it and off it goes. Right, if we see anything, we'll get back to you. Right, what I was on about before with a paperclip is you do that. You put that end through the eye, wrap it around the shank and bring that up. So it looks like that, yeah? Then your pre-made baits get impaled on them two spikes, and it holds it on. Then just whip it onto your hook as normal. Just a minute. Dropped it. Can't keep hold of this slippery bugger. That's it. Right. You just tie it on as normal. You don't need a lot of cotton around it as well, because you've already fastened it up into a sausage. But because it's been held on by them two spikes, all your hook there is protruding. It's only whipped onto the shank, and then just get your pennel hook and take it through the top. That's what we used to do years ago. Got two nice hooks there. That one is completely open. It's only lashed onto the side of the shank, and all the gape of the hook is free to hook whatever gets out of it. Right, put you up there a minute. Let's see if we can get on there. So let me get it back onto the clip. That's it. Whoa, I was sinking there badly. I'm somewhere where that white water is now. Could have probably done that a bit better, but I'll leave it where it is. You never know. Yeah, we used to do that years ago when I first started fishing in the 70s. Could never get a bait to stay on hook, or it'd curl round the shank of the hook to the barb and mask it. So we used to put a paperclip through it and impale it on the paperclip, then the whole of the hook was showing. I don't know how good that came out on the film, but I'll have a look when I get home. Yeah, so anything gets that in its mouth now, and it should be hooked, because there's nothing to get in the way of that barb. And that does look a bit bassy out there. Beautiful little bit of surf running there. Nice little schoolie bass. Go on. Oh, oh, oh. That was a tide pulling it, I think. In the middle of that white water there, so it's getting churned about a bit. There's a lot of movement on that rod tip. bet that's full of weed. Yeah, it's full of weed. We'll get back to you. Yeah, well, I've had 7 casts now, and that's the first one that's come back without weed on. Been weeded out for the last 2 hours. It's horrendous. It's that like May rot stuff. It just clogs your line up for 10 or 12 feet, you know. Terrible. So that's the first one I've got back without a bit of weed on it. They might have gone now. The lad 3 down from me just had a 4 pound cod out. So they had about, just getting one. That rod's bouncing about. That's about it. Come on, just give me one. One decent knock. With that hook point like it is, it should hook itself. That's got a bit tired pulling. No, we'll come back to you. Right. Well, I'll go to our house. Not a very big one, but he's there. We'll claim him. Not big enough to weigh in. We'll put him straight back. Right, just after I got that doggy, Glyn's landed a rockling. Oh, yeah, a little rockling. You can't keep out of it. Yeah. Right, shove him back. We're not keeping no undersize. Right, catch you a bit. Yeah, well, it's gone quiet. Since I had that doggy, Glenn had that rockling, and Stuart down the way, 2 down from me, he's had a big whiting about a foot long. And the only other lad that's caught out is other side of Alfie. He's had 2 codling out now. One about £4 and one about £2. So up to now he's won it. I've not heard of any others. Oh dear. We'll see. I just can't get a bite since I've had that dogfish. Just unreal. Not as such. I've had blacks on, I've had squid on, I've had crab cart on, I've had crab cart and squid, I've had crab cart and blacks, I've had crab cart, blacks and squid on. It's nothing, taking it now, nothing at all. And it's nice enough. If him down there can pull little codling out, I'm sure we can. Nobody up here has had one at all. From me, there's 15 to my left, and not one of us has had. Well, there's only Stuart had a little fish out, a little whiting about a foot long. What we've got left here? It's 2:45, so we've got an hour and a quarter left. And high tide's about 4 o'clock, and we finished the match at 4 o'clock, more or less bang on high tide. So we've got an hour and a quarter to pull a fish out, or pull a fish out that's worth weighing. Just look at that. It's like a duck pond. And out of the, I'd say 35 that's in view from me left to right, there's only that kid that's had 2 decent fish out. Right, before it happens, we'll get back to you. Oh, right. The last cast just gone in. I can't say it's doing anything now, but it's coming up towards 4 o'clock and we're going to start packing away. So, thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one. See you later.